Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. I'm just going to take a few minutes to let people come online, considering I just logged on. So my name is Gregoria Chrysotelis, and I'm the creative director and co-founder of Creative Bar. We're a marketing consulting agency. And welcome to this live training event called 4 Steps to Creating Killer Social Media Content. So we're going to spend the next around about an hour, so hopefully you've got enough time to stick around, and I'm going to take you step by step through the process on creating amazing content and how you can do it in the easiest possible way. As people start to come on, I would love to just know where you're from and whether it's country or town or anything like that, and introduce yourselves. So I'll just give people a few minutes, and as I'm doing that, I'll talk to you a little bit about what we're covering today. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to screen share, and then you can see my screen, and I'm going to start sharing some content with you. Okay. So what we're going to cover today. So basically, I'm going to firstly talk to you about an introduction into posting and how you can go about how you should be posting on Facebook and things like that. Then I'm going to take you through our 4 secret steps. So step 1 is known as the stakeout. This is a competitor analysis. So I'm going to teach you what to look out for in regards to your competitors and how to go about doing that. Step 2 is known as the plan of attack. So this is the most important step by far, and this is about developing themes. And it's what makes creating social media posts really, really easy. Now, I just want to mention before I continue that although this is content for social media, okay? So you can create content for any of your social media platforms. However, today I'll be focusing on Facebook because it is the most commonly used, and I know most of you will probably be on Facebook anyway, so it would be great to get started on Facebook. And once you're comfortable with that, then to start moving on to your Instagram, your Pinterest, your Google+. But this formula is universal for all the social media platforms, okay? Step 3 is taking action. So I'm unsure if you guys have heard of this amazing free online resource, but it's called Canva. And I'm going to basically do a very quick workshop on how to use Canva and how to utilize its benefits. It's absolutely amazing. Step 4 is known as the all systems go. So this is about how you can schedule all your social media posts on Facebook already. So you don't have to do it every single day at certain times of the day. What you can do is you can sit once a month for an hour on your laptop or on your computer, and you can schedule the whole month away. Then part 6, we're going to go through customizing your theme. So although I'm going to take you through the 4-step process, they're generic 4 steps. So what then I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to choose themes specific to you and your audience. And then last but not least, I'm going to talk about pimping your posts. So this is about copywriting and making those posts sound sexy. Because although, it's all great to have posts on, but unless they sound sexy and they attract people, they're not going to engage and convert well. All right. So we want to make sure that they sound really good. So I'm going to give you some tips on that. Okay. So let's see how we're going. All right. So those who are just coming in now, it would be great if you could just introduce yourself, tell me where you're from, and so I can say hello. And I'm just waiting for a few more people to get on, and I'm just talking a little bit about Creative Bar and who we are and what we're going to cover, and then I'll get into the actual 4 steps. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm the creative director and co-founder of Creative Bar. This is me here. My name is Gregoria, but you can call me G. This is my wonderful business partner over here. Her name is Natasha. She is the communications director and co-founder. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit about our story. So we had finished university. I had finished my 2nd degree and a number of diplomas. Natasha was finishing her degree and a number of diplomas under her belt as well. And we finished in November, and it was already about January. And Natasha, we were in a number of subjects together, and she had asked me to go out for a coffee. Let's go out and catch up and see what's been happening. We ended up catching up, and we're talking about the job hunt and the job search. Now, we're from Melbourne, Australia. So just to give you some context on where we're from and what the job market is like. And she asked me, how are you going? I go, you know what? I've applied for over 70 jobs. Now, mind you, I was an A grade student. I had lots of marketing experience. I had a killer resume. You know, I think I'm quite, sociable, and I can connect with people really well. I'm a people person. So for me, it was really frustrating, I think, and overwhelming at the same time that I wasn't able to take the next step. I said to her, okay, I've applied for over 70 jobs and I'm not receiving any callbacks. I'm just, I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. She goes, you know what? I'm in exactly the same position. And I thought, if we're not having any luck, imagine everyone else who, wasn't on that level during the university degree. And then she threw a question out at me. She goes, how do you feel about starting your own? And I think that she had this expectation that I would say no. But coming from a family of entrepreneurs and small business owners, I said, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's do this. No worries. Let's do this. So we spent the next 7 months planning the business, planning Creative Bar, planning everything. From how we started to where we are now, it's a complete transformation. We were going into an industry where there were already huge players on the market. There were people who knew a lot more about the way businesses was run than we did. And they had their skill set already down pat. We didn't have that. So we were just going in, and we were new in regards to the fact that we were a partnership. We were two young girls. We were going into this, really established world that we didn't know what to expect. But what we have learned in May this year, we'll be 2 years old. What we have learned in 2 years astounds me. It's a complete transformation. We have learned so much, and we are self-taught. Although we both have marketing degrees, 99% of what we deliver now in services, we have learned on our own. And it's been a huge learning process and a huge learning curve. But that's why we had to make mistakes 1,000 times before we got it right. That's why now we want to do sessions like this. We want to deliver free live training to people like you because we did it the hard way. We tried everything that didn't work in order to get what worked. And now we have a formula that works, and it's absolutely amazing. All right. And we want to give that to you for free. We want you to jump all those steps and go straight into it. We want you to thrive. We want you to, we want to create competitors for ourselves. That's what we want to do. We want to build the industry, whether it's in marketing or hospitality or, lingerie, it doesn't matter what it is. We want you to thrive. So this is why we're delivering these free live trainings to you, because it's really important to us that, it took us so long to learn this, and we can deliver it now really quickly for you. You spend an hour listening to me and you go out and you get it done. And that's really important to us. All right. So let me have a look how we're going. Okay. So there's some people from LA, USA. I'm so excited to meet you. Thank you. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the steps. All right. So this is exciting. So part 1 was the introduction into who I am. I've already told you my name is Gregory. You can call me G. And this is our logo, and we're a marketing consulting agency, and feel free to check us out at any time, right? So I want to ask you guys a question. Do you find creating original, engaging social media content a difficult task? Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump to conclusions and assume that the reason that you're here is the answer to that is probably yes. All right. So what we want to do is we want to share our secret little formula that we use to create fabulous social media content in next to no time. Now, I'm going to highlight in next to no time because that's the thing. Anyone can create content, right? And I learned that people can create amazing content, but they take so much time doing it. We're all time poor. We want to be efficient and we want to get things done as quick as possible. So by the end of this session, you're going to learn how to create content, a lot of content in a very short amount of time. All right, that's amazing. It's amazing, it's fun, it's engaging. All right, it'll be targeted directly to your audience and you'll get it done very efficiently. All right, so we recommend that you spend 1 hour a month repeating this activity, and you'll have a month or more worth of content at your disposal. So 1 hour once a month will give you the whole month's worth of content ready to go, all right, for your social media platforms. Now, I've made a promise, all right? My promise was that in 1 hour, you can create 3 months worth of content. Now, that's something that you'll need a bit of practice on. So initially, I recommend 1 hour per month, but a few times doing that, and then in 1 hour, you can definitely create 3 months worth of content. All right, that's what I do now. We spend 1 hour every 3 months, 3 months worth of content. created, developed specifically for our audience, scheduled, done. All right, so all we have to do all the time is just engage. So we go and answer questions, we respond to people's comments, we engage with our audience, make sure that we're tracking to see how things are progressing, and I'll teach you all of those things a bit later. All right, so that's what my promise is to you. Okay, so part 2, this is the step 1 of the 4-step process, and this is known as the stakeout. This is your competitor analysis. So what I want you to do is I want you to find out what competitors are doing and which posts are generating the most engagement. Now, if you have participated in our Facebook 101 training ever in the past, we would have already covered this section in a lot of detail. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that most of you haven't done our Facebook 101 workshop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a brief rundown on how to do your own competitor analysis using Facebook. Okay, now why we search for competitors is important for you to understand. It's not about, absolutely not about taking ideas or stealing them or copying what people do, because that's not the way business should be run. But what it is about is it's about understanding what else is happening in our industry, in our market. How is our audience engaging with like pages, other like-minded pages and like-minded businesses, right? Because we want to deliver the best of the best for the people we're serving. Because at the end of the day, a business wouldn't be a business unless they had people to serve, right? And then those people need to feel appreciated and loved and in order to engage with you. So we check out our competitors to see the types of people engaging, okay? Is it directed to their target market? Let's say I'm a page. I sell, teenage wristbands, for example. And all of a sudden I see I'm going onto a competitor's post and they have a lot of comments from mums. All right. Does that mean my message has been lost in translation? I want to be targeting the teenage girl, but instead I'm targeting their mum. So does that mean my content needs to change? So they're the type of patterns we're looking for. Are their target market actually engaging with them, or are they getting engagement but not from the right people? All right. Then you look at the type of content they're posting, which posts are receiving the best engagement, the most number of likes, comments, shares, etc. All right. And the times of the day they're posting. What days are they posting and what time of the day? And you can see if they're posting at 10 a.m. versus 5 p.m., which one is receiving the best response, because this will help us tailor our own schedule. All right. So that's all we're going to do now. We're going to jump onto Facebook. All right, I'm just going to show you my Facebook here, and I'm going to teach you how, don't mind my personal page here, but I'm going to teach you how to do your competitor analysis. All right, so what I want you to do is here in the search panel on Facebook, so don't do it now, but just I'm showing you how to do it, right? What you can do, let's say you sell homewares, like kitchenware, right? You sell platters and utensils and cookingware and things like that, all right? Beautiful glasses and whatever. You want to look for competitors in your industry. Now, here in Australia, we have a company called Salt and Pepper, and they're absolutely amazing. I love their branding. I love their marketing. I love, their products. So I'm going to go ahead, and they're a big player in the market. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search for people who like salt and pepper. All right. Once I do that, this page will appear. Okay. Initially, it's posts that mention salt and pepper. I'm going to go and click on people. Okay, and what that does is it gives me a whole list of people who like salt and pepper. Now, initially, it will show you all the people you're friends with that like salt and pepper, all right? And then it'll show you people that you aren't friends with, but you're connected to in some way. So you have mutual friends with them, all right, who like salt and pepper. And then it'll go on to be just people who you may not necessarily be connected with. All right, now what this allows me to do is it allows me to look at the type of people who like the page. All right, so here, this is my mom, this is my business partner, Natasha. I'm looking at definitely a majority of women. They tend to be between the ages of, let's say, I know of these women to be between 23 and 50. Okay, so they're like, that's the age bracket that I see here right now from what I'm looking at. Right, I can go deeper and see what else they like. So I can see here that this lady not only likes salt and pepper, she likes boxing and fitness and 598 other things that I can check out. All right, I can see where she lives. I can see our mutual friends, so how we're connected. if they describe their job occupation, I can see that, where they studied, all of these things. So you can actually gain a lot of insight about your target market from this tool here. All right. If you wanted, Facebook used to allow you to actually filter. So I could filter on age and gender and location and all of those things. I think Facebook has taken away this, so now you can't do that. So what I can do instead is I can click on this panel and I can write, who are women? Okay, and what it'll do then is it'll give me a list of just the women, okay? Or you could say who are 18 or whatever age you plan to do. So you can filter in that way as well. This is more an investigative type process. You want to see who are the people liking the page and, you know, their demographics. What I can do then is I can actually go on the Salt and Pepper page. All right, now Salt and Pepper has a huge following, all right? So this is a really good example for a competitor analysis. And I'm gonna go ahead and have a look now at their posts and who's engaging with them. So I'm gonna click on this one here. This has a huge, what is the post about? It's a competition, all right? So you can win $1,000 Salt and Pepper shopping spree. It has a link, very small post, terms and conditions, beautiful, bright picture. Right, it has over 30, or it has 30 shares, 21 comments, and 303 likes. So I'm going to click on the post and I'm going to have a look who is engaging and what are they writing. So here you have a whole bunch of people tagging others. That's amazing. All right, you have people saying that they've entered, they can't wait, it's going to be awesome, entered, perfect for a uni student to decorate her first home. I've entered. People are engaging because they're excited about this. Okay, so what does that suggest? That suggests that competitions engage well, all right, and the right audience, because Salt and Pepper are definitely targeted towards women, I would say, all right, and between that age bracket, between let's say 23, you know, young families who first home buyers to, you know, old women with established families and established homes and all of those things. So I feel that they're definitely delivering to their target market. Then you look at other posts that aren't necessarily engaging as well. So here you have only 30 likes, 2 comments, 1 share. All right, it was a video. So I'm going to see if this video plays. It does. It's a video that plays, right? And it's a smaller post. Now, obviously, a competition would engage more than just a generic post. You can see this one has 47 likes, 2 comments, 60 likes, 6 comments, 1 share. So this is fun. Why? Is it maybe because it's attractive, it's pretty, it looks engaging, you know, it looks enticing, to your audience. All right. So this is the type of analysis you would do. The next thing I'm going to show you that you're going to look at is the times of the day they're posting. Now, they're consistently on around 5 p.m., 5:06 p.m., 5 p.m., 5:04 p.m., 5:07 p.m., 12:30, 12:30, 5 p.m. All right, so definitely around, they feel that 5 p.m. is their time to engage. So what I would do, so if I was a homeowner, I would post a number at 5 p.m., but I would also post a number at different times of the day so I can test this. Now, when I go ahead later and talk about scheduling, I'm going to talk more about how you go about testing when to post, okay? But just keep that in mind. And I can also check on the day that they're posting. So this was a Wednesday, right? I think they post quite frequently Tuesday, but you may want to post only certain times. So see which days of the week they have the best response. All right, so that is your competitor analysis. So does anyone have any questions or anything? Oh, more USA peeps, that's exciting. All right, so I'm going to go ahead onto the next stage. What I want to tell you is if you do have any questions throughout any of this and whatever I'm talking about, post them in the comment box and I will get to them all at the end. All right, I also want to say one thing that I forgot to mention. Those of you who do stick around right until the end, I will have a surprise for you. So I have a special gift for anyone game enough to stay right till the end to commit to this. All right, I have a special gift for you at the end after I answer the questions. Okay, so part 3, this is your step 2 known as the plan of attack. This is about developing your themes. One of the most important parts of the process. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. So what I want you to do is eventually it would be great if you could post 5 to 6 times a week, all right? If not every day. Initially, this is something hard and daunting, and I don't want to throw you in the deep end. I want you to gradually move into this, okay? So for now, we're going to choose 3 to 4 days of the week to post, okay? Which means we need to choose 3 to 4 themes or topics that you will always cover every week. Now, you will keep these themes, all right, and topics for around about 3 to 6 months. So Creative Bar, we keep them for about 6 months. So whatever our 4 themes are, we'll keep for 6 months before we consider changing them. And some we'll keep, indefinitely because they work so well and they convert really well. And when I say convert, when I'm talking about social media, I'm talking about engagement. Facebook, any other social media platform, they are not sales tools. Okay, they are relationship building tools. And through that relationship building process, that's when they lead on to sales. But your initial step is not to sell to someone. Okay, you need to deliver genuine information, genuine value for someone to feel connected to you and to build trust with you and rapport. Okay, so that is what social media is about. Okay, so some examples on themes. So you have one here, Monday mantra. So you share a motivational quote that you made into a nice picture every Monday. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. You could have, let's say, weekly Wednesday recipe. So you share an easy recipe every Wednesday. Successful entrepreneur. So you share an article every Thursday. So one of my favorite pages to follow on Facebook is Entrepreneurs, all right, the Entrepreneurs magazine. And I'm always sharing the articles with my page, with my private group, all of, our different platforms because they're so engaging. I actually spend the time and I read the articles and I learn so much. So I feel that if I'm learning and gaining so much, my posse wants to learn and gain as well. So I share it with them. So things like that you could do. Piece of the week. So let's say you're a jewelry designer or an artist, something like that. You could share a piece from your collection every Tuesday that you may choose for 24 hours to discount. So you share your art piece or your piece of jewelry or any other product, and for that day only, there's some sort of bonus or free shipping maybe, or a discount code, or free gift, whatever it happens to be. You could do blog envy. So you share a link to a fabulous blog that you think your audience will love every Friday. Okay, it depends on your industry. I will give you other examples later on so we can be much more specific to you and your industry. All right, for now, we're just going through the 4 steps. Okay, so part 4 is your step 3. So this is about taking action. All right, so we have analyzed our competitors, we have chosen our themes, and now we need to take action. We need to turn those themes into actual posts. All right. So once you've selected your themes or topics, you have to create the content for them. Now, what we do is we aim for 10 to 20 posts per theme. All right. So if I have my theme as Monday mantra and I create 10 to 20 Monday mantra posts, that's 10 to 20 weeks of content. Okay, so think about that. So for example, if I opted for Monday mantra, I'll spend 10 minutes now looking for 20 of my favorite business quotes. How do you do that? You go onto Google, you type in entrepreneurial quotes, motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, business quotes, marketing quotes, cooking quotes, whatever it happens to be, whatever your industry is, and millions of pages turn up on Google and you click on them, you click your top 20. It will not take you longer than 10 minutes, right? You have a Word document open or some sort of notepad open and you copy and paste the quotes and the authors, all right? And the 20 quotes are done. I will then spend 10 minutes finding some free stock images or images from my last photo shoot that I can use as backgrounds. Now, this is important as well because do not search for images on Google Images and then copy and paste them, okay? Because you could be liable for copyright infringement and you don't want to do that. They're not your images. You haven't bought them and you don't know later on, like maybe now you're a small player in the game, but it takes only one amazing post to make you go viral and then you're up against, a lawsuit. You don't want to do that. You want to avoid that. So we're going to stick to free stock images. Alternatively, you can pay for stock images, but the best option is obviously from your own photo shoot. Whenever you do your own personal photo shoot, ask for a few extra photos of fun stuff that you can recycle for the free stock images. Now, what I'm going to do is a bit later, I'll share with you a link to a whole bunch of free stock images because I know a lot of you find this hard. Now, if you do want as well to find them straight away, I have a private Facebook group specifically for modern marketers just like yourself called Creative Bar's Modern Marketing Mastermind, or the Creative Bar's Marketing Mastermind group, sorry. So Creative Bar's Marketing Mastermind group. And in there, I have a link to free stock images. So feel free to join the group, and we would love to have you there. We share marketing advice all the time, and we answer all your questions. If you have any marketing questions or any new piece of advice, or whenever there's free training sessions, obviously I'll always post in there so you can keep up to date with those things. So if you want to join that, feel free to. Okay, so I will then spend the next 15 minutes. All right, I've given you time allocations here because I know that it shouldn't take you any longer than this. Creating 10 to 20 beautiful images in Canva. Now I'm going to take you to Canva in a second and give you a training session with the quote over the top of my background, link to my website included, and voila. In 35 minutes, I've created 20 weeks worth of Monday posts. Not 4 weeks, not 1 month, not 12 weeks, not 3 months, 20 weeks worth of Monday posts, all right? You would repeat this activity for each of your themes. Now, I recommend you do it one theme at a time, all at once, because what it does is your mind is focused at that one point, and you can just get it done, and it becomes like a process, all right? It becomes really easy for you to do. Now, remember, images engage better than text posts. So any post that has an image attached to it or a video or something like that will always engage better than just your text. The reason for this is when people are scrolling through their news feed, all right, what are they looking for? They're either looking for the people that they love, all right, and they know that always post funny or amazing or motivational things. Alternatively, they're looking for something to stand out to them, okay? That will come in the form of an image or a really bright quote, or, you know, some sort of, for us, we're black, white, yellow, okay? So any black, white, yellow, people know are attached to creative bars. So those who dedicate themselves to following us and want to keep up to date with our posts will always look out for them, all right? So now I'm going to give you a little mini Canva training. So this is the website, canva.com. Right? I want you for now to just listen and learn, all right? Because I want to teach you a few tricks of the trade as well. All right, so when you do sign up to Canva, so if you don't have a Canva account, you'll have to sign up to Canva, which is fine. So once you've done that, all right, this will be your homepage. Now, as you can see, I have been using Canva for a very long time. I'm also familiar with, you know, Adobe and Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign and all those things. But once I found Canva, I never looked back. Okay, it's easy, it's quick, it's fun. It's designed for those who are creative as well as those who feel that they lack in creativity. All right, it gives you templates, it gives you everything, and I love it. It gives you free resources, training. You know, you can share. It's an absolutely amazing free resource. Now, what you'll notice here on my main homepage, I have all the images and PDFs that I've created in the past that sit here for me. So at any time, I can go to any of them. I can choose to copy, so I can duplicate it and then edit it slightly or delete. Okay. Now, why that's useful is, for example, I create PDFs, okay, for all my training purposes and all that using Canva. I like to use the same template. So instead of having to start from scratch, I'll just click here and copy, change the name, and then I have a new template and then edit the information. All right. So it makes it really easy for me to be really efficient in doing so. Okay. And I create all our Facebook ads using Canva. Everything I create, I use Canva pretty much. So what I want you to do is I'm going to show you 2 different options for your social media posts. You have one here that's actually called social media, and it's a square. Okay, it's ideal for a Facebook post, all right, or Instagram or any other social media account. Alternatively, you could scroll this here. These are all the pre-created templates, and I could click on Facebook posts. So this has been specifically designed for Facebook. Here you have an Instagram one or a Facebook one. For now, I'm going to choose just the social media one, okay, because that's one I like to use, but it depends what I'm posting and the type of image that, you know, whether I want it to take up a lot of room or not. If you want a custom size, you click on use custom dimensions and you type in your own width and height, okay? But I don't need to do that for now. I'm just going to click on social media. So a new window will open up, and what you'll notice is a blank canvas will appear. Okay, so here's my blank canvas. First thing I'm going to do is, so I don't forget, is I'm going to click on the title and I'm going to edit the title name. All right, now I'm going to choose Monday Mantra. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to call this Monday Mantra webinar version. All right, so I know that it's for today. Okay, now actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Monday Mantra 1. Okay, because if I create multiple images, I want to number them so it's easier for me to schedule. So I'm going to mention this now so I don't forget. So if I have 20 Monday Mantra posts, okay, I'm going to call them 1 to 20. So when I'm scheduling, I've got a calendar out. I've always got my diary on my calendar. Every single Monday, I have an MM written down. All right, I'm going to go ahead now because now's my scheduling time, and I'm going to write next to MM 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 20 for 20 weeks. As I'm scheduling them on Facebook, I'm going to tick them off as I go. Okay, so image 1 will go to week 1, image 2 will go to week 2, and so on and so on. So then, when my ticks are finished, all right, I always check a month in advance. So next month, I notice that the ticks no longer appear. So that means that this month, I need to dedicate an hour to creating more posts, right? So that's how you can keep track of that. And also next to it, I write the time that I'm posting. So I can also test that, which I'll talk about a bit later. All right, so we have our blank canvas here. The amazing thing about Canva is here, there's a tab called layouts. Now, if I scroll through all of these layouts, it has all of these pre-created designs for me. Okay, so I don't even have to, usually I build my own using the blank canvas, right? But if I was in a hurry or I felt not creative today, I could just scroll through these, all right? And I could choose a layout. Now, I always choose a different one. I'm going to choose this one. For whatever reason today, this appeals to me. So once I click on it, it will appear on my screen. Now, what you'll notice is the background has a watermark on it. What that means that it's a paid image. So Canva gives you the option. So instead of purchasing outside stock images, you can use the Canva images, but they charge you $1 per download. So if I choose to go ahead and download this image, I'm going to pay $1 for this image, okay? Instead, you can delete it and use, they do have a number of free images as well, or you can upload your own images, which I'm going to show you in a second. Now, keep in mind, if you do choose to use the paid image, every time you click on download, you pay an additional $1. So it doesn't matter that you've paid for this once, you can use it again. It doesn't work like that. Each new time you download, you pay the $1. Okay, so that's why I tend to avoid it, because I think that, you know, if I want to download the same image 50 times, I'm going to pay $50, right? So instead, I'll go ahead and delete that. All right, I'm going to then click on background. If you want, you can choose a solid background. All right, so if I click on a color, it'll give me a solid background. They also give you here, you'll notice they have the free, all right? Any that say free are free, but some will actually give you a price tag as $1. If I click on any of the free ones, it will automatically appear with a pattern. I click on it and I can change the color. So our branding is yellow. I can make it yellow if I like. I actually like that, all right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Monday Mantra post. So I need a quote. So I'm going to go into Google and I'm going to type in entrepreneurial quotes, okay? And I'm going to go here to 50 inspirational entrepreneurial quotes. Amazing. I love this. Look, there's nothing wrong with staying small. You can do big things with a small team. And I totally agree with that. You know, we're a partnership, although we do have junior consultants, you know, we're a small team. And yeah, we do a lot of big things. So I love this quote. Jason Fried even tells me who they're the founder of, so I can go and search them up if I like. I'm going to use that quote. So I'm going to go back to my post. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit this slightly. I'm going to edit this template and I'm going to extend the box there. All right. So the editing options are also amazing. So you can play around with it. Now, for this, the reason why I liked this one here is I'm actually going to write Monday Mantra. Now, that size doesn't work for me. So I'm going to go here. Once you click on the number button, you can actually make it any size you like. Get a bit bigger. Good. All right. Then I'm going to put this up there. I'm going to scroll this up there. And I'm also going to, if I click on text, because I want to obviously make mention to the author of the quote. So I'm going to click on text here. And I'm just going to click on this one here. I can choose the pre-custom text designs if I want, or just a plain one. So I'm going to move that text down here. And then who was the author? It was Jason Fried. I'm going to click on this little arrow down and center it because I want it centered. Okay, so I have the author as well. And if I don't like that font, I can change the font as well. Now, I'm thinking that I don't necessarily like this font, and it's also not centered. How about this? Oh, I like that. Okay, so I have my Monday mantra. It's cool. Now, I've left a little bit of space here. You can choose to do whatever you like. So I might, for example, I want to upload an image of our logo. Okay, now I've already uploaded images in the past. So I'm going to click on one that I've already done. If you haven't, I'm going to actually show you first, before I do that, how to change the background. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that background. Here, I want an upload of background. Okay, one of my own personal images. Either the ones that you've already uploaded in the past, you can select them from here. The other option is to click on this. So this is under uploads, upload your own images. And it'll take me to my uploaded images, right? So what I can do is I can double click on any of my images. I actually have a folder for free stock images. All right? And I can just upload one of those images if I like. All right? But I don't need to do that because I have images that I've already done in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this one of Creative Buzz ones. And to make it a background, all I have to do is make it bigger than the size. I love it. And you can reposition it if you want to move it around. I like it like that, actually. I think that looks really creative. It's, you know, actually, if I move it across a bit more, and I'm just trying to see if I can, yeah, that you can see our logo as well in the background. I love it. All right, so my Monday mantra is done there. For this one, I want to add a picture of our logo. Okay, so I have a few options. I have one where I have just the genie lamp. So I'm going to try them both. So I've got the genie lamp here. And what you'll notice is it allows me to center as well. All right, it tells me where the center is. And then I'm going to try one without the genie lamp. So I'm going to click on delete, but with our actual other logo. All right, with the title involved as well. All right, actually, I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on this one. I'm going to put it there, move it around. Okay. So I have my Monday mantra done. Now let's say, all right, I love the Monday mantra design now. So I've created my simple design. Instead of me creating different ones every week, what I can do is I can just copy this, go on to my inspirational quotes. Ideas are easy, implementation is hard. Got Kawasaki. Love Kawasaki. Copy that. That up there, center this a bit more. So I have my next one done. All right, and I can keep copying it for every single Monday mantra one instead of me having to change my design. So what you'll notice is once you have your 20 quotes done and created the one design, it takes you next to no time to recreate them. All right, so I could do 20 right now in 5 minutes. It wouldn't take me long at all because I've got my design. I like it. If every time I wanted to change a background, so let's say I decided this one I wanted a different background, I could go to this. All right, and I just quickly have my image there in the background. All right, perfect. I've got my designs. So they're still a bit different, but they're consistent. They're, you know, people can recognize them. All right, now what you do to download these, you have options. You click on the download button. Let's say I only wanted the first one. I would click down on options. I would go to pages in range and click and click on 1. Okay, let's say I wanted 1 and 2. I would click 1 to 2. If you wanted to make your images print ready, your PDFs, if you wanted to save them as a PDF and make them print ready, you would click on publish with crop marks and bleeds. But I don't need to do that, and I'm not making a PDF for now. I just want an image. Now, because I'm I'm showing you how to do this. We're going to just click on all pages and click as an image. Now what it'll do, it'll start to prepare your image. And because I have a Mac, it automatically goes to my downloads, depending on where your settings and stuff, but it will automatically go to your downloads, I think, regardless. So you can save your images to just wait for them to load. It's taking a little while because I'm on this live training session. My design is ready. So what I can do is once that uploads, I'm just going to click out of that. I'm going to actually click on the folder. And what you'll notice is it numbers them for me. So that's why I find this option easier, because it allows me to go and have a look straight away. So when I'm scheduling, I've got the numbers already done. So I'm going to double click on one to see what it looks like. I love it. It looks beautiful. All right, so I've got my Monday mantra done. Where did my screen go? There we go. All right, so I want to teach you quickly a small trick. So I'm going to go to add new page. I'm going to remove Natasha and I want to teach you a 3D trick, okay? Because I think it's useful. I'm going to go ahead and type in hustle. I always say hustle and I like it. I'm going to make it center. I'm going to make it really big. Maybe a bit bigger. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make it a different font. I liked the one we were using for Monday Mantra, so I'm going to use that one again. Okay. I'm going to move it to the center. It's not letting me, it's not telling me where it is. Sometimes it does that. I'm going to go and click this little arrow and I'm going to click on copy. It allows me to copy the image. Now, just FYI, if you are creating a PDF, you can also add a link to the text. Okay, but I don't need to do that. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to change it to yellow because they're our colors. All right. Now, if I go and put this yellow over the top there, I've now created a 3D image. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to copy that. And instead, I'm going to make the background black. All right. It'll automatically change it for me and make it 3D. All right. And you can reposition. I want the 3D instead to be on this side. I can do that. All right. So this is how you use you learn little techniques like this to make really exciting things. So if I copy this again and I remove the black, that word hustle there does not stand out as much as that word hustle, right? Okay, so you learn little style techniques like this. Now, I will be doing a Canva training session in the near future. All right, so if you are interested in that, keep up to date with all our group posts and I will let you know. So this will be an intense Canva training session to teach you little tricks of the trade like this. All right. So how are we all going? Are we all keeping up to date with everything that's going on? Yeah. All right. So we're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so part 5, this is step 4 of the 4-step process, and this is all systems go. This is about scheduling via Facebook. Okay, so once you've created all your content, you can spend an hour and schedule all of them on Facebook. You can schedule directly on Facebook. There are alternative platforms such as Hootsuite in which you can schedule using this third party. Now, I feel that if I can schedule directly onto Facebook, why would I need to use a third party, right? So I'm going to teach you how to do it directly onto Facebook. If you are managing your Twitter account or anything else, you can use a free program such as Hootsuite as well to do that, which is fine. Have your diary or a calendar nearby and tick off every day that you plan to post as you're doing this. So every Monday mantra, I've got my MMs written all the way down. I'm going to tick them as I go. You know, if I choose to do Friday blog share, I'm going to tick them as I go. Okay, Wednesday weekly recipe, I'm going to tick them as I go. Change up the times of posting at first so you can do a few test runs on when the ideal time to engage with your target market is. Now, this will vary for everyone. What I mean by this is what Creative Bar does. We do 4 weeks of, let's say, Monday Mantra at 10 a.m., 4 weeks of Monday Mantra at 12 p.m., 4 weeks of Monday Mantra at 5 p.m., 4 weeks of Monday Mantra at 8:30 p.m. And we then see which of those blocks received the best engagement, okay? Because you can't test it on one day and assume that that's what it is. You have to block it out like that. So it allows you to test and track, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to try and get, you're not in control of your reach. Facebook is. It works on Facebook algorithms, which means anything you post will only be received by 2 to 6% of your audience. All right. There is nothing you can do about that. But what you can do is build a strong connection with people. All right. Help build your algorithm. So what that means is it means making sure that you're online when most people that your target market are also online. Okay. You're online when your visibility will be strong. All right. Because if only a certain amount are seeing it, you want to make sure it's at the ideal time. Okay, so that's why we test and target. And then you can edit accordingly. If we have scheduled, let's say, for the next month at 5 p.m., but we're noticing no one's seeing at 5 p.m., we're going to change it, and we can do that. Now, we recommend posting at least 4 times per week initially. All right, so 4 times per week, 1 on a weekend and 3 during the week. Okay, over time, this will increase. You'll end up doing daily. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do you a quick Facebook scheduling training. So we're going to go jump back onto Facebook. I'm going to go to my home page. I'm going to jump on my creative bar page. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to schedule. And here you can see Creative Bar already has 53 scheduled posts. All right. It tells me when my next scheduled post is to come on as well and who's posting. So I'm going to show you that section in a moment. So what you'll notice is a lot of what you see from Creative Bar, although I check this all the time, right? Everything that we have planned is done. So every post that you see on the Creative Bar page isn't there by accident. We've thought about it carefully. We've thought about the types of things people want to read, what's of value to people, okay, the times of the day that we want to post them. So I do Motivation Monday, all right? So I created this, amazing. All right, we had a Fun Friday, TGIF. And, you know, a YouTube link, a YouTube share link. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to share. You go to your status section. I'm going to click on photo or video and I'm going to upload a photo or video. I'm going to go to downloads because obviously we just created these amazing images. I'm going to go to down where it would be Monday Mantra there. I'm going to use this one. All right. Now what I'm going to do, you already have the post written up. Okay. What I want you to do is, as I'm going to teach you later, you test with headings because you want to stand out to the crowd. So I'm going to use this exciting little eye catcher. All right. Because I think it looks creative. And what I'm going to do is, because it's just a motivational post, I'm going to put our website and I'm going to hashtag hustle, hashtag marketing, hashtag entrepreneur. Okay. And then I could choose to post this right now, but I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to click on this little arrow. You have 3 options here. One is to save the draft. So if I'm not happy with it, I want to come back to it later, I can save the draft. Alternatively, you can backdate the post. Now, why this is useful. Let's say I had a Christmas party, all right? And my photographer took a whole bunch of photos, but he's just now sent them to me. I don't want to post Christmas photos now. We're long past Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post them on my Facebook, but I'm going to backdate them to the 25th of December. So what that means is although people won't see it right now, those who do choose to scroll through our newsfeed will see on the 25th of December our Christmas photos. All right, so it makes more sense. So that's why it's a new tool and it's amazing. But I'm, for today, going to click on Schedule Post. It gives me the option to choose a date and a time. It's already in your allocated time zone, okay? So I'm going to click on the date option. Now, I've already scheduled Monday Mantra posts for a very long time. So I'm going to go ahead and click all the way into August so I don't double up. Actually, it doesn't even let me go that far. July 13th. That's as far as it lets me go. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and type in $10 a.m. All right, and I'm going to schedule it. Now what it'll do is I'm going to go ahead and see posts. So I want to see all the things that I'm scheduling. And here, don't tell Natasha that I'm showing you the back end of all our Creative Bar upcoming posts. Okay, but this is what it looks like. It allows me to have a look at all the posts that I have scheduled. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way down to the one that we just created because I want to show you how you can do a few other things with it. We're only on March. We've done so many. Here we go. Okay. Now it tells me the time that I've scheduled it for, the date, and who it's written by. So some are written by Natasha, and they'll say by Natasha as well. Okay. So if I click on this little arrow here, it allows me to, if I don't like it anymore, I can delete the post. Or if we've chosen Monday Mantra doesn't work for us anymore, I can delete. Alternatively, I can publish now. So if I decide, you know what, I've got nothing on for today, I'm going to publish this now, I can do that. I can edit it. Let's say I see a spelling error, or I don't want to, hashtag marketing anymore. I want to hashtag something else. I can edit the post, right? Or edit the image, or I can reschedule. Okay. So if I find that the 10 a.m. block wasn't working anymore, I want to reschedule this for, 12 p.m. I can do that as well. So that's why that's really useful. It looks good. It looks creative. All our branding and is consistent in this post, and people will be able to recognize it really easily. All right. And it's a fun post. And this is likely to receive shares because it's something creative. Okay. It's motivational and people are happy with that. All right. So that's how you schedule on Facebook. Part 6. So this is customizing your theme. So you have now learned the 4 steps for our 4-step process. All right. So you are all ready to go and equipped to create amazing content. Now what I want to do with you is I want to customize your themes. I want you to help you choose themes for you specifically. All right. Not generic ones, for you specifically. So step 1 is to choose 3 to 4 themes. How do we do that? Here are some theme ideas. Okay. You have recipes, quotes, cooking tricks, cleaning tricks, catering ideas, party ideas, business related posts, motivation, team building. If you're a MLM or a network marketing company, photos, throwback Thursday, flashback Friday, your story, how you built your business, testimonials, case studies, simple lunch ideas, free strategy sessions, free clarity sessions, videos, 2-minute videos, Monday mantra. Then I could add some blog shares, article shares, YouTube videos, or your own personal videos, anything like that. What I want you to do now is I want you to choose 3 or 4 themes from this list, or add your own themes. Okay. Now, let's say, for example, you want to incorporate competitions. All right. What you need to do is you need to consider that not every week, okay? Because it doesn't make sense to do it every week. So instead, schedule it for, every 2 months on one particular day or something like that. That isn't necessarily a theme though, okay? That is a special type of post. That is more a campaign versus a theme. We're going for the themes that post every single week. If you generate a campaign, it will be different, okay? So what we do at Creative Bar is we have, let's say, 1 day a week, which is a business related post. So whatever is happening in our business that time. So when we do allocate times for campaigns, we put that in the business block. All right, does that make sense? So I want you to choose your themes. Now, let me help you. We need to create posts from these themes. So let's say I chose quotes. That's a very broad topic. So how am I going to do that? I will look up 20 motivational quotes on the internet that inspire me, which I showed you how to do. Here, I've given you one. One finds limits by pushing them. All right, Herbert Simon. Take that if you like. Take any of the quotes that I've shared with you today. Take them. All right, I will then make these into pretty pictures using Canva, right, which I showed you how to do. Let's say I chose recipes. So you're a recipe company. So we did some work for Chef's Toolbox, right? So our client, we were training a whole bunch of Chef's Toolbox consultants. So we taught them, go onto the Chef's Toolbox website and choose 10 recipes. If you're a food blogger or something like that, choose your own recipes, right? I'll then make images using the images provided on the site, or any of my images that I've taken photos of myself, and add my details at the bottom of the image. So I have my name, my contact number, my email at the bottom of the Canva image, all right, with the recipe on it. I will shorten the link of the recipe using bit.ly.com. So what that means is this. Let me show you. So here I'm going to go to my Creative Bar. I'm going to go back to our homepage. I'm going to go to the Creative Bar Marketing Mastermind. Okay. I want people to join this group. Now, what you'll notice is this is a long link. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go to bit.ly.com. I'm going to go here. It's a free resource. Paste link to shorten. So I'm going to paste that link and I'm going to click on shorten. All right. Done. You've created your bit.ly link. So I'm going to copy that. All right. So now if I go to you guys and I want to share that link with you, all right, all of a sudden I have a shortened version. So if any of you click on that link, it'll take me to my extended link. It'll take you to our Facebook page. All right. Isn't that amazing? So it's an invaluable resource to have. All right, online tool. So it allows you to shorten links. So when you're posting on Facebook, you want the post to be smaller. If you've got this huge link, especially recipe type links, it could be on the 1,000th page, right? So you want to shorten them and make it look more appealing. Now, in each of the posts, I'll ask my followers to share their photos in the comments. So, you know, you're sharing your recipe for your chocolate pudding. What's for dessert for you guys tonight, all right? And ask them to share photos. Because what that does is it encourages engagement. Now, we may not work the first, second, or third time, but over time, people will be like, you know what? I cooked something good today, or I cooked one of your recipes today. I'm going to share it with you. And they will start to engage, okay? So this is important. Have like a call to action, something that encourages them to engage with you. Let's say I chose my story. I'm going to write 10 sentences about my journey into becoming an independent consultant and how it changed my life, and turn them into 10 My Story posts. Now, what do I mean by this? A lot of you will grab a pen and a piece of paper right now and you'll be like, I don't know where to start. But if I asked you, I want to have a conversation with you. I said, how did you become an entrepreneur? You would be able to talk to me for over an hour about your story, right? If someone asked me the question, how did you become an entrepreneur? For me, it was right from a young age. But the defining moment for me was I was first year university. My uncle, who's a jeweler, came to me and he goes, Gregoria, I have a whole bunch of jewelry. Would you like to try sell it to your friends? And I said, yes, I would. All right. And that was the moment for me. That was the moment that changed the rest of my life. And now I can't look back. All right. There's no other option for me but to live the life I live. So for you, what is your story? How did you become an independent consultant? How did you become a jeweler? How did you become an entrepreneur? How did you become a life coach? You know, how did you become, you know, an artist? What was the defining moment? Create a story, 10 sentences. If you find this difficult, record yourself. Grab your phone, talk to yourself for 10 minutes about your story, listen, and find 10 sentences. And that's 10 weeks worth of posts, all right, in literally a 10-minute conversation. All right, let's say you are an MLM or a network marketing company and you choose team building. So you're going to find 10 ways to help people meet new people. Okay, does that mean attend networking events? You know, park your, this was one thing I learned from one that I was a part of years and years ago. They said, park your car very far in the car park and on the way up, leave your business card on doors. Now, not every state or country allows you to do that, but if it did, it was an option, right? Alternatively, you could choose 10 ways your particular company creates the potential to build a new successful business and allows you to do whatever you're doing, whether it's, you know, booking parties, or whether it's cooking, or whether it's selling jewelry, or whatever it happens to be. All right, cleaning tricks. Things like, I will list 10 ways you should clean your products and create 10 cleaning tricks posts. All right, if I'm an entrepreneur, it could be, you know, 10 ways to be more productive. All right, and every week I share a new productive tip. All right, productivity tip of the week every Tuesday. How easy is that? Okay, so this is how you get creative. Ooh, we're up to part 7. And don't forget, I have a special gift for you guys coming up. All right, so this is about pimping your posts. This is all about copywriting. So it's all good to have your themes, to create your posts, but they have to sound sexy. They have to sound appealing. So how do we do that? I have 5 tips for you. Tip 1. When you write your posts, you need to remember to make them engaging. They need to be conversations with your likers. So I recommend you ask questions at the end of each post to encourage interaction. Remember, this is a relationship building tool. You want to encourage interaction because, again, that builds trust. When someone asks you a question in a comment, make sure you take the time to respond. All right? Don't treat people like a number. Be like, you know what? Oh my God, thank you so much, Katie, for reaching out. Let me answer you this. My last webinar that I did on this training session, so the live training I did, someone had emailed me a question about the training session. I took the time and I wrote, you know, a really nice long reply specific to their needs, and it will make the difference because now this person, I'm building trust with them, I'm building rapport, and it doesn't mean that this person's one day going to be my client. That's not what it's about. All right, it's the fact that little things. So next time I've got a free training session, they're likely to opt in again, okay, to listen to me again, or they're likely next time to share it with their friends. Be like, I learned so much, she answered all my questions, you should listen to this too. That's how you build lifelong relationships with your target market, okay? Tip 2, write the way you speak. Be less formal. Social media is a lot less formal than, letters or meetings or things like that. This is all about being a little bit more fun, a little bit more edgy. People want to see the behind the scenes photos, you being a bit silly, you being fun, throw in a joke. People love puns, things like that. Write the way you speak. Be less formal. If you cuss a lot and you feel that it's appropriate for your audience to do that, then go ahead and do that. Creative Bar, we tend to minimize the curse words, but occasionally we will throw it out there, and it does fit with our audience fine, and it's great. All right, tip 3, experiment with headlines. So this is 2 different things that I want to show you here. One are these little extra added bits, okay? Be a bit more creative. I showed you another one earlier, all right? Because you want something that stands out. Then leave a space in between before you actually post. The next part of this is also the words itself. What appeals to people? So my secret Christmas pudding recipe, or 3-step Christmas ham, or I make $1,000 a month partying. That's attractive to people. That could be, you're doing jewelry parties and you're making this residual income or something like that, but it's an attractive name. I was on a webinar last year, and I loved her title. Her title was How One YouTube Video Made Me $2,000. And you're like, oh, I want to know how one YouTube video made you $2,000. But what it was about is it was a training session like this, and at the end, someone purchased her premium product, okay, which was $2,000. So that's how it was. But the title really attracted people, so that's important. So experiment with this, all right? Tip 4, make it short and clever. People don't have time to read lengthy paragraphs. That does not mean that you cannot do that. So when I'm, let's say, for example, posting about a webinar or a free training series, it will be quite long because I want people to know what it includes, how long to go for, what I'm going to cover, and all of those things to make sure only people that fit right, sign up to this. But most of the time, they're really short, clever, and creative, okay, because people are time poor. And tip 5, be specific. People like numbers or specific titles. 5 steps, secret recipes, 5-minute guide. I made one change to my business that made me thousands, all right? I want to know that one change. I'm going to click on that link, all right? So that's be specific. Okay, everyone, we've got this. It's time to generate your content for our Facebook page. Now, I haven't done this in any of my other live trainings, but I decided to do it today. I'm going to set you guys a Creative Bar challenge. I'm going to hashtag CBFBC, okay? Creative Bar's Facebook challenge. I want you by the end of today, okay, or if it's late or in the middle of the night, do it tomorrow, all right? I want you to create a Facebook post using all the information I've given you today and post it on the Creative Bar Facebook page, all right? Because I want to see it. I want to see what you've got. I want to see what you're made of, and I want to make this happen. I want us to get started. I want by the end of the month, all right, I'm giving you a deadline as well to have all of your content done. But today, I want one. I want one, and I want you to share it with me. All right, because I'm so grateful that you guys have stuck around, I'm going to share that special gift with you. So I'm going to stop screen sharing for a moment, and you can see me. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're still here. All right, so I'm going to give you that special gift in just 1 minute. Before I do that, I want to see if there are any questions. If you guys have any questions, post them now. All right, and I also want to talk to you a little bit about something that's very important to me and Creative Bar. Okay, so just for a moment. So your free gift is coming in 1 moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and screen share again. I don't know why I stopped screen sharing. Okay. I want to tell you about something really exciting that Creative Bar is doing at the moment. It's our new signature program called The Power of the Posse. And I can't express to you the stress that I endure with doing this program. Very similar to how you feel sometimes creating social media posts. It was so stressful. I struggled building the website. I struggled getting my head around the whole, concept and all these things. But I did it. I worked hard. I worked through all the obstacles, and I built this website. And Natasha and I have worked tirelessly on this program. And we're so, so excited. So basically, it's a program designed because we felt so many other courses and things that are out there they're very focused on theories and focused on ideas and focused on technical and focused on this, that they forget often about the people you're serving. And for us, it's all about the people. It's the power of the posse, the power of the people that you're serving, the power of the people that you're giving to. You're building a community of pioneers, all right? You're globally connecting with like-minded individuals, and we develop this program, all right? So basically, the power of the posse is an 8-week course full of kick-ass content to help you grow your brand and your posse. And each week we take you through another phase in the building process and give you heaps and heaps of killer material that you can put into action straight away. So not in a month, not in a year, straight away, and start building your posse. Okay? All right. So the power of the posse is designed for people who want to add value to like-minded individuals around their brand. The course has been specifically created to show small business owners and entrepreneurs clever and creative ways that they can engage and communicate with their consumers and build a strong and successful brand. So this is who we've created it for. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner and you want to give value to your posse, help grow your posse, which will help grow your brand and your success, this is for you. All right. So this is for you. Are you committed? Do you want to build a strong and reputable brand? Are you an innovator? Do you want to build a posse of loyal brand followers? Are you a creator? Do you want to add value to your business offering? Are you a pioneer? Do you want to grow your business and be a thought and market leader? Are you an influencer? Do you want to know how, when, where, and why to talk to your posse? Are you a learner? Do you want some killer tips and tricks on how to be successful at all of this stuff? Are you a knowledge seeker? I know I am. Do you want advice and guidance from industry experts? And are you, this is important, a global entrepreneur? Do you want to be part of a community of like-minded individuals who strive to help one another succeed? We are doing this together. You are not alone. We will be there with you step by step, along with the rest of the community also partaking in this course, all right? Then this is for you. Now, I want to this is also important. There are 4 really important elements to make you eligible for this course. This is right for you if you are generous. You want to give value to the people you are serving, and you want to make a positive impact on their lives and their businesses. All right? You're efficient. You're ready and willing to set goals and work hard to achieve them. You have to be committed. You want creativity in your life. So you want to work with a creative group of people to help you build your brand and services in a way that will attract your ideal clients in an authentic way. This isn't about drawing a nice picture and being creative in that respect. It means creative with your ideas. We are modern marketers, okay? We don't necessarily follow, don't get me wrong, they have value, they hold value, but long theories and long processes, that's something of the past. We are modern marketers. You know, we are always keeping up to date with the latest trends. We're innovators, and we're creating new trends for ourselves as well. All right. And you're an entrepreneur. You know you have the potential to change the world. You are ready to live in abundance, and you continue to give back to humanity through your unique set of skills and knowledge. Because it's also very important. We will teach you along the way of this course that it's just as important to give back. All right. To receive it is great, all right, and to live in abundance is great, but to give back is very important. Now, I'm going to give you a rundown on the course itself. So the course doors close next week. So you have 1 more week to sign up to this amazing program. All right, we deliver this in easy, digestible weekly modules. We send you weekly emails so you don't fall behind. All materials will be emailed directly to you with links so you never forget about new content. You will gain access to the private Facebook group where you'll have access to the rest of us and all the course participants, and you will receive weekly videos and worksheets as part of each module as well. All right, so it's an 8-week program with an added bonus week. Each of the modules. Module 1 is about building your posse. So we go through each of the stages of, value, Facebook groups, webinars, and we also have a bonus video on global millennial women entrepreneurship. Section 2 is know your posse, right? This is about researching, action plans, mentors, and added bonuses. Connecting with your posse. This is all about social media. Okay, so you'll have another training session like this, plus so much more about scheduling, content creation, Facebook ads, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything. Give to your posse. This is about opt-ins, more Canva training, InDesign training, how to get people to download your opt-ins and build your email list. All right. Talking to your posse. This is about email platforms, creating your newsletters, how to publish them, and how to build your database. Planning for your posse, this is about time management, content calendar creation, and you'll get some amazing bonuses with that section as well. Representing your posse, this is about branding, identity, packaging, presentation, and the power of branding, and also a bonus video on creativity. I'm going to teach you how to get creative. And marketing to your posse. So we'll be sharing with you every single possible marketing activity on the planet, all right, a huge checklist, and how to use our secret marketing activity formula to choose the right marketing activities for you alone. So this whole course could be delivered in this one unit alone, all right? But we're giving you all of this extra stuff, plus a bonus. It'll be sales and business strategy videos, a video on building your own website, and some legal stuff as well. Now, there are two options for packages. One is the Marketing Guru package at $12.50. You have lifetime access to the course, private Facebook group. You can save $250 when you join during pre-launch, which is this week and this week only. All right. And you can choose to pay in installments if you like as well. Then you have the Marketing Master package. So this is $27.50 one-time fee, lifetime access to the course, private Facebook group. Again, you'll save $250 during pre-launch. You can choose to pay in installments as well. And you will also receive the Small Business Starter Kit. We sell for $500. So this is basically a kit of 7 books that teaches you how to go from A all the way to Z. So how to register your business name, your domain name, how to build your brand colors, brand identity, all of the other elements that you would need, different platform options, different blog options, all of these things, okay? You will receive 3 one-hour marketing strategy calls to tailor your business marketing activities, okay? So this course can be very tailored to you specifically. And you will also receive a bonus training on business strategy and sales, all right, from my very good friend and expert, Lolita Taub, who's been in corporate America for over 10 years, and I wouldn't trust anyone else with delivering this information except for her. She's amazing. All right, so if you are interested, I would love for you to check out the Power of the Posse. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. We've got a list of all the bonuses you will receive and everything like that, and I would love to get you involved. Okay, so it's time for me to share my special gift with you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop screen sharing. Okay, hi. All right, now thank you so much for sticking around. This is what I have for you. All right, I have a link here. Once you go to this link, all right, you will be directed to this page here. Now, what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've found a whole bunch of motivational quotes for you. So saving you having to look for one now, you can get the Monday mantra out of the way if you want. All right, copy and paste them. I've also given you a whole list. A whole series of free stock images. There's also a few from our own personal photo shoot. Okay, so you can use these in creating your images as well if you like. And I've given you all the slides from today's workshop here in a PDF. Okay, so you can download them and you can go through this at your own pace. I recommend you print it off the slides and start writing a plan on the notes. Okay, what I also want to do is I want to share with you a link to those free stock images that I had told you about. Here we go. Okay, so I've shared that link as well. All right, so I'm so grateful that you guys stuck around and you were here for this session. I really hope that you gained a lot of insight. Don't forget the Facebook challenge, Creative Bars Facebook challenge. I want to see these posts on our page ASAP. If you do want to join our group, please feel free. You're more than welcome, and we share so much marketing advice. Ask your questions, introduce yourselves. If you have any questions about anything I did today, you can email me at creativebar@live.com.au. Alternatively, ask on our Facebook page, and we'd be happy to answer all your questions. I'm humbled, I am grateful, I am thankful, and I appreciate your time. And I really hope that this will enable you to take the steps in creating amazing content for your pages. So share your Facebook pages as well with me as well on the Creative Bar page so I can check them all out and make sure that you guys are making amazing content. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day or not. Okay, bye.